Think about how many road trips we can make better. Think of how many marriages we could save.
Hi, I'm Abe Medicos. I'm in the rotational program, which means I get to experience lots of different areas of the business from right here in our corporate headquarters. Today, I'm going to take you with me as I get to meet one of our many talented employees and learn about them as well as the great technology they're working on. Today, I'm in the R&D Design Center with Jason Conway. Jason, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Abe.
So Jason, I'm really excited to learn more about what it is that you do and your day-to-day. So can you tell me what your title is and a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a user researcher here at Bose, which in a sense is kind of like a therapist, but for product design. In other words, I work with real product concepts and ideas, and I bring those over to real people to ultimately understand how we're delivering these products, whether we're delivering on these products, and ways in which we can improve the products for our end users. It's almost like running a science fair experiment on a daily basis where instead of slime and volcanoes, what I'm working with are people with diverse backgrounds and circumstances to better understand the kinds of problems that exist for them so that I can bring them back to Bose and see if we can solve them.
What is your day-to-day like?
So on the day-to-day, I'm working with diverse teams, engineers, industrial designers, interaction designers, product and marketing, all to understand what types of questions exist in their respective work streams to deliver insights derived from real end users, real consumers.
I see.
I'm almost like a chemist where I'm working to balance design, performance, communication, and empathy, all in an effort to make sure it doesn't blow up for our customers.
Can you give me a little bit of background on your education?
I actually started as a chemistry undergrad, but what I found when I was in the lab working at the bench was I actually connected more with people than I do chemicals, right? My drive and my passion when it comes to my job here at Bose is to connect with people and connect with their problems. I love hearing about people's problems, both just to hear the problems themselves and to also take those problems and deliver meaningful solutions on that topic. When I discovered all of this about myself, I went back to my undergrad degree and I actually tacked on a minor in both math and psychology to better equip myself for work as a user researcher. I've loved this field so much that I actually went back to school and I'm pursuing my master's degree in human factors and information design.
That's incredible. So how long have you worked at Bose and in what departments?
I've been at Bose for close to 4 years now. I started in Bose Health before quickly moving over to consumer electronics. I lived in that space for close to a year before projects opened up in the automotive space for me to jump in and help out with.
So have you loved automotive ever since you made the switch?
I really like connecting with the product space in automotive. I think that the current technology in car is right for Bose to play in terms of innovation and delivering on meaningful, delightful experiences in the car.
And what did you do before working at Bose?
Before working at Bose, I wore a ton of different hats. I started as a software quality engineer before I moved over to being a Play-Doh chemist.
Interesting. What even is that?
A Play-Doh chemist is fun. I worked to create things that felt like snow, that felt like sand, but still retained that kind of Play-Doh quality.
That's really cool.
I then moved over to being a social psychologist in a research setting before honing the skills necessary to practice as a user researcher here at Bose.
Wow, that's incredible. And here now, what project are you specifically working on?
I'm very lucky to be involved in projects surrounding seat-centric technology at the moment. Seat-centric technology is an extremely technologically complex back-end kind of infrastructure and implementation. And what better place for me to kind of work my magic in than taking all of that complex technology and funneling it into a meaningful and delightful experience for the end user. A car at the moment is a single space. No surprises there. But we don't choose to see it that way. We choose to see each zone of the car as an opportunity for individualized experiences as it pertains to audio content.
Yeah, I feel like a car is one single space, and at times you can feel trapped with other people.
Correct. Yeah, so what better place for a human researcher than in that environment, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It seems like it's solving a real problem. Why is that important to you?
My heart and passion has always been rooted in making people's lives better, if even just by a small margin. When I hear about a frustrating user experience, I take that personally. So when it comes to work with the Seat-Centric team, I think about moments where a family may find themselves in a car. The family has no shared taste in music, no shared music listening preferences, and vastly different phone etiquette, right? Grandma in the back on speakerphone. What better place to engage as a human researcher than in such a moment of potential tension? Think about all of the ways that we could make family road trips better. Think about all of the marriages we could save by engaging in this work.
Could you describe what a study would be like for working on seat-centric technology?
Let's say business partners down in the automotive division have a set of questions all pertaining to seat-centric technology. My job is to take those questions and turn it into a meaningful study through evaluative research methodologies, both qualitative, quantitative, all in an effort to address those questions, but not from people here at Bose, but rather the real end user, which you can't be a consumer-centric company unless you are considering the voice of the consumer.
What are some of the metrics that you would consider in terms of finding one of these user research studies successful?
Metrics for success as it pertains to user experience can fall into time on task, how long it takes a person to figure out how to do something, overall success rates, were they able to figure out how to do something, all the way to more abstract metrics of success such as discoverability, learnability, and overall satisfaction with the system, so that we have as comprehensive a perspective as possible to ultimately answer whether the user experience is successful or not.
And in terms of the engineering within the car, what specifically sticks out to you? What's important about this solution?
Well, the engineering behind this technology is insanely complex, so much so that you could hit an airplane above my head. Average consumers aren't interested in all of that complexity. They aren't interested in the ones and the zeros, the physics, the acoustics, all backing this extremely complex, individualized kind of technology. This is where I work my magic, right? I work to take this extremely complex technology and I work with real users to better understand how to meet somewhere closer in the middle where we're able to deliver that complexity while still doing so in a way that is easy to use, intuitive, and delightful, truly delivering on what Bose is equipped to deliver in terms of premiumness.
So for you, it's about making this complicated problem a simple solution to something that matters.
Absolutely, you said it more succinctly than I could say it.
Interesting question for you. Do you enjoy working at Bose?
I love working at Bose, and I could give you a list that would probably take up much too much of your time, but I can come up with 3 reasons. 1, the people. 2, the products. And then the third point is really targeted to what I do here at Bose, which is user research. When I'm in a meeting with business stakeholders, engineers, designers, marketing, it almost feels like the end user is also at the table.
If there's one thing that you would like people to take away from your role, what would that be?
You can't be a customer-centric company unless you consider the voice of the customer.
And you feel like your role is accomplishing that?
I feel sometimes that I am just a parrot for the end user.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Jason, thank you so much for being here with me. I really enjoyed getting to learn about you and the awesome stuff you're doing in your job.
Thank you, Abe, for talking with me.
And I'm really looking forward to learning more about amazing people and the cool jobs that they have here at Bose.